I am down 2.5 pounds this week. All right, you guys, so it is week 30 on my Zepbound journey, and I have a lot in store in this video. So we're gonna start it off with, I had my home weigh-in and I am down 2.5 pounds this week. Super excited. I'm gonna show you some of the things that I was eating, my healthy meals this week. I have my Omada lesson, I did a yoga, I did my walking pad. So whenever I had a chance, I just moved my body. Of course, stayed focused on eating healthy. And so I'll get more into it in this video. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Hey loves, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you've already been here, I appreciate you coming back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey guys, so I'm in my workout / office room today. So hopefully the sound is okay. It's a rainy day, so did not want to go outside. I actually did finish working out today. And for this past week, I feel like I did kind of try to move like every time I could. I either, well, let me just lift some weights or let me just walk on a walking pad. So I really made movement my focus. Also, I forgot, my name is Lisa. I have been on Zepbound since October of 2025. And over here, I'm sharing my updates on my Zepbound journey. I'm doing my home weigh-ins. I show you guys my workouts, show you guys my healthy meals, and I'm also sharing my Omada tips because I am in that program to help me also on this journey. I also have a doctor / nutritionist that I meet with once a month. So I also share those updates, what current dosage I'm on. I also show my injection prep. So if you're interested in that type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And for those of you that may be new here, I was on Wegovy and I started in 2024. And when I went off of it, I gained 15 pounds. I had lost 40, but I gained 15 pounds. And looking back, I was relying basically on the medication. I was not using it as a tool. I was not building any healthy habits. I just was like, okay, great. I'm not hungry, but I was still making bad eating choices. So when I went off of the medication, I didn't build anything, gained the 15 pounds. So definitely trying to look at this differently because I don't want this to happen and I don't want to be on the medication for the rest of my life. Hey guys, today is Sunday, May 24th. It is weigh-in day. My last weight was 217.8, so let's see where we're at. Okay. 0. 215.3. Woohoo! All right, guys, so I am down 2.5 pounds this week. So last week was 217.8, and today I weighed in at 215.3. So my last week weight, that was up 0.3 pounds. Something definitely must have been off because now I'm just definitely seeing a greater weight loss of 2.5 pounds, which the past weeks, I don't think I've ever lost that much in a week. So I am super excited, and again, just gonna continue to do what I've been doing. I definitely did increase my movement, just paying more attention to what I'm eating, trying to have like more vegetables, which I'll show you some of the meals that I had. So moving in the right direction. Hey guys, I'm in my garage. I've been working out, like walking outside mostly. It's a rainy day, so I'm gonna use my walking pad. So I'm gonna do 20 minutes. That sound is my cat trying to get in here bothering me. But anyway, let's go. All right, so last week, I guess when I was up 0.3 pounds, I don't know, because now this week is a pretty big weight loss. I feel like 2.5 pounds. So I don't know, you really can't rely, on the scale too much. And so I'm so glad that I did not let that get me down, and I just stayed focused and still was continuing to do what I had to do. And so now this week, as you guys can see, I'm now down 2.5 pounds. So I am happy, and I'm just not going to focus on the scale so much. I know I have mentioned that in past videos, but it's really more about other things. So I'm really staying focused on I'm building long-lasting healthy habits. I'm also doing other things, managing stress, trying to get a good night's sleep. So all of these things put together is just having me have a healthier lifestyle overall, and the weight loss that's coming with it is a great plus. But again, I'm just not letting that be my focus, because in the past, even though it's not anything major, but that would have just been like, oh my goodness, I've gained weight, and just really been hard on myself, and maybe try to not starve myself, but really like, oh, like let me not eat that because I've gained weight, and just to be a constant everyday like putting myself down. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to be kind to myself and just continue to remember that this is a journey. So let me give you guys an update on my Omada lesson. I wrote some notes here for this week. So I am continuing building a healthy relationship with food. It's kind of all tying in that this is a relationship. Relationships have ups and downs. So I am realizing that, and I'm just continuing to just reconnect if maybe I have an off week, but reconnecting to my goals and keeping focused. Continuing to make these strategies for long term, and then just having these lasting habits. So I'm finding foods that it's not like, oh, this is such a burden to eat. I'm trying to find healthy foods. So I found that even though it's kind of like every day, but if I have onions and peppers with my vegetables, that makes me want to eat them more. So I'm just adding my onions and peppers to spinach, or with broccoli, I'll add onions. Even with green squash, I'm now adding onions or peppers. So just making my vegetables more enjoyable. So that's been very helpful. And I spoke about this before. It's basically, I'm looking at it as like a circle. Like you want to lose weight, but you want your overall health to improve. So I definitely needed to manage my stress. So I'm continuing to develop those positive coping skills. I'm learning to, all right, it's time to go to bed now, because when I don't have a healthy sleep, that makes me want to eat more, make bad choices, my anxiety goes up, and that is just not having a helpful, meaningful day for me. So I'm working on that. You're just building resilience. You got to keep the progress going. It also talks about pausing and reflecting. So last week when I did gain, I was up 0.3 pounds. I paused and I really reflected and put that in perspective. I'm like, all right, where am I now? I am making progress. My clothes are looking better. I'm feeling better. So I just focused on those things, and I just adjusted basically. So that was basically it from the lesson. I'm choosing a new path, so I'll go into that on my next video and let you guys know what we cover. So my next lesson that I picked from the Omada program is managing food cravings. I'm getting better with it, but I do have those times where I'm like, oh, I want, to have a chocolate chip cookie, but I still feel like it's not excessive, because I might just have like one cookie on a Tuesday, but then I really won't have that craving until maybe like the next week or a week or two. So it's definitely been a difference. And I'm not like, oh, okay, I have a chocolate chip cookie and then I just constantly, want to eat something bad like every day going forward. So, but it's still going to be, I'm sure, an interesting lesson and give me some tips that I can use. I will definitely share that with you guys. So next week, I do have my doctor's appointment. So I'm not sure, I'm still not 100% if I want to go up to the 10 milligrams, but make sure that you guys are subscribed. I will give you guys an update on if I am going to go up to the 10 milligrams. So I feel like I'm definitely in a new space. So if any of you guys are on a GLP-1, Zepbound, Wegovy, comment below. Let me know how you guys are doing with not just losing weight, but building healthier habits for the long term. That is the goal, and we want overall health. It's not just, some people can lose weight, but they are not healthy. So we are building healthy habits, and we want to be healthy all around in our mindsets, within our physical bodies, and everything. So that ends today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for updates on my Zepbound journey, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.